Namaste, and welcome to the Capital Current. I'm 𝙄𝙯𝙠𝙞𝙀. Today's story is one that could reshape the strategic map of West Asia and South Asia. It starts with a dramatic Israeli drone strike on a Pakistani-crewed LPG tanker off the coast of Yemen, and quickly spirals into a larger geopolitical storm involving Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Israel, and India. This is not just about a ship attack. It's about shifting alliances, defense pacts, and the dangerous new realities of a region already on edge. On September 17th, a liquefied petroleum gas tanker docked at Yemen's Ras Issa port became the latest flashpoint in the Middle East conflict. The vessel, carrying 27 crew members, 24 of them Pakistani, was struck by an Israeli drone, igniting a fire on board. The crew managed to bring the flames under control, but the danger was far from over. Moments later, Houthi rebel boats intercepted the damaged tanker and took the entire crew hostage. The incident immediately raised alarms in Islamabad, with Pakistan's Interior Minister, Mohsin Naqvi, confirming the crisis and later announcing that the vessel and all crew members had been freed and were out of Yemeni waters. This attack is significant for several reasons. First, it shows that Israel is expanding its operations beyond Gaza and Lebanon, targeting Iranian-backed groups like the Houthis, even if it means risking confrontation with countries like Pakistan. Second, it underscores how deeply Pakistanis are entangled in 𝙬𝙧𝙤𝙬𝙬, making them vulnerable in conflicts they are not directly involved in. And finally, it reveals the increasingly blurred lines between military targets and civilian or commercial ones, a dangerous trend that could escalate tensions dramatically. Diplomatic fallout: Israel versus Pakistan. The attack also added fuel to the already tense diplomatic standoff between Israel and Pakistan. At a recent UN Security Council meeting in Qatar, the two countries clashed openly, with Pakistani diplomats calling Israel a rogue state, and Israeli representatives retaliating by accusing Islamabad of harboring terrorists and referencing Osama bin Laden. This war of words signals a deeper rift. Pakistan has never recognized Israel, and with incidents like the Ras Issa attack, hostility is likely to deepen further. But the story doesn't end here, because just as the drone strike was making headlines, another major event was unfolding in Riyadh. Part 3. The Saudi-Pakistan Defense Pact. On the very same day, September 17th, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a landmark strategic mutual defense agreement. The pact declares that any aggression against one nation will be treated as aggression against both, a bold statement of military unity in a region already brimming with conflict. For Pakistan, this deal is a diplomatic victory. It signals that despite its struggling economy and political challenges, Islamabad remains a key player in the Islamic world's security architecture. For Saudi Arabia, the pact is a calculated move, strengthening its defense posture amid rising threats from Iran-backed militias, Israel's expanding military campaigns, and growing instability in the Red Sea. But for India, this was a wake-up call. Part 4. India's Strategic Dilemma. India has spent years building a strong partnership with Saudi Arabia, from energy cooperation and infrastructure investments to counter-terrorism and security ties. New Delhi sees Riyadh as a crucial partner, not just for its 8 million-strong Indian diaspora, but also for its broader Gulf strategy. However, the new Saudi-Pakistan Defense Pact could complicate that carefully calibrated relationship. The clause that treats an attack on Pakistan as an attack on Saudi Arabia introduces a serious strategic question. What happens if India and Pakistan clash militarily in the future? Would Saudi Arabia, a key Indian ally, be obliged to take Pakistan's side? South Asia analyst Michael Kugelman calls the pact a game changer. He believes it could embolden Pakistan, and give it greater diplomatic leverage, while forcing India to rethink its approach to the Middle East. At the same time, he argues that Saudi Arabia will not jeopardize its ties with Saudi. With New Delhi, given their vast economic and strategic interdependence, still the symbolism matters. Pakistan is now formally part of the Gulf's defense network, alongside allies like China, Turkey, and the US, and that changes the strategic equation for India. So, what does all this mean going forward? The Israeli drone strike has shown how fragile commercial routes and civilian lives are amid the region's escalating conflicts. The Saudi-Pakistan Defense Pact signals a new phase of military and political alignment in the Muslim world, one that could reshape alliances and rivalries. And for India, the challenge now is to navigate this shifting landscape, balancing its ties with Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the broader Gulf, while keeping a watchful eye on Pakistan's expanding influence. The Middle East is once again becoming the epicenter of global power politics, and South Asia is no longer a bystander. This is a story that's only just. Thank you for watching The Capital Current. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dive geopolitical updates. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared.